most awaited business expo is back for you all. Join over 500 franchisors and 50,000 plus verified buyers on the 15th and 16th of July at Hall number 5, Pragati Maidan, Delhi. For 2 days, means 15th and 16th of July, Franchise India 2023 will be home to franchisors, franchisee, and the startup community. So come be a part of this Mega Franchise Expo 2023. You can reserve your entry now on the link shared on the screen and chat box. Also, the same will be shared with you on your registered email IDs. So hurry up and book your slot. So you all know that we appreciate your participation in our webinars because you are giving so much of time here every day. You're coming and joining us at 7 in the evening and we run it till 8:30 or 9. So be a part of this webinar and collecting so much of information. The main aim of this webinar is, or these webinars which we are doing on daily basis, are to provide you all the business informations and opportunities with Franchise India. Also in this live webinar, we connect you with the brands directly and let you explore this platform to answer your queries. We hope that you will learn new things and have a great session with us. So you know the procedure of Q&A, the people who are already coming on everyday basis, but we still have few new participants who are joining today. For them, I would like to repeat it. If you have any question during the webinar, please type them into the chat window. We'll address them during the Q&A. We hope that you will feel more comfortable and confident about brands by the end of our time together today. One thing I would like to address, whenever we are doing webinar, we keep seeing that there are multiple participants who raise their hands. But because the Q&A procedure is to type your question in Q&A box, and that's how we take up your questions. Instead of raising your hands, I would request you to please write down your questions into the Q&A box so that we can take up your questions after the presentations. With this, I would like to welcome our panelists today. We have in our panelists Mr. Varun from our IFC team and our brand partners. So as you all know that our today's webinar is based on women entrepreneurs. Brand franchises opportunities means the brands we're gonna cover are the brands which are created by women themselves. With this, I would like to welcome our first brand, which is a salon brand, Hair Sage, which is a well-known brand in NCR for their salon services. We have Ms. Samita and Mr. Vikram, who are the owners of brand Hair Sage. Ms. Samita, I would like to welcome you first of all on our panelist link. And I would like to request you to just brief us about the brand and the franchise opportunities we do have with your brand on pan-India basis, because as I know that you have the expansion in pan-India and the cities you are looking the expansion, also the facilities you're providing, the opportunities our panelists and the investors have with your brand. Over to you, Samita ji.
Hello everyone, this is Samita Basandi, co-founder of Hair Sage Luxury Salon. We have our flagship store in Noida, which is one of its kind. It has an area of around 4,000 square feet, and we have all the beauty services here like hair, makeup, nail, and like all major services which are there in the salon industry. We provide all the services in affordable prices with luxury and 5-star ambience. So that is our USP, that we are providing our first 5-star services in affordable prices. And we are running this store for the last 3 years in Noida. And it is in this area, we have around 11 more brands, 11 to 12 more, highly reputed brands. But we are one of the toppers. So we can say that we have succeeded and we are running this store very, very successfully. So that is the reason we wanted to expand, and we wanted expansion for our brand. And we have started with the expansion. First, we want to go ahead with Delhi NCR, but we are open to pan-India level. So we would like people to join hands with us, and we'll be helping them in, if you are already from the salon industry, or you want to establish or want to come to this industry to run a successful business, or maybe you want to join us as a side business. That is a very good opportunity. And we will be providing you with the all the branding. We have association with all the big brands of the salon industry like GK, L'Oreal, Kerestas, Vela, SP. So we have all the big brands in-house with our in our Noida store, and we will be providing the discounts that we are getting from all the companies to our franchise partners. and we'll be supporting them with hiring staff, locating the location of the salons, and regular training of the staff. Like from day one till the time your store gets fully successful, we'll be there with you, holding your hand and guiding you, helping you in each and every aspect of running a store successfully and sustainably. So if you have any questions regarding our salon, you're most welcome to ask. We'll be answering you.
Hi, Smita ji. Good evening.
Very good evening, Paraman.
Smita ji, I have one question. Most of the
Yes.
people have some comparison related to the looks to the hair stage, or headmaster to hair stage, or Gitanjali to hair stage. What you say about that, and what is the best suggestion you can suggest to the people? What is the difference, and what is the
See,
major difference for
uh,
franchising fees as well?
See, first of all, we are running a luxury salon. You can feel the ambience, you can feel the luxury at affordable prices. I would say that looks, Gitanjali or Headmaster, they don't have that kind of luxury or maybe that kind of ambience. Our ambience is our USP with 5-star services. We don't compromise with the service. We hire all experienced staff. So services, staffing, ambience at affordable prices, that is our USP. And moreover, I think me and Vikram, we both are prepared and we want to support our franchisee as much as possible to run a successful brand. We will be there in each and everything, wherever we are needed. We'll be more than happy to support and guide our franchises on personal level, because we want our investors and franchisee to grow. We'll grow with them only. So that is the biggest USP we have, because unlike any other established brand who are already there in the industry for the last 30-35 years, they are handled by, most of them are handled by staff only. The owners are not involved in that. But in this case, we ourselves are very much involved in each and everything. So that is also there.
Good say, Smita ji. And one more thing, people think most of the time it's a new startup. So, what do you say about the new startup and the existing brand in the market? What difference, and what is your projection in that?
See, I think it's just in the mind, because we are new. I said that we are running our store for the last 3 years, but we have all the salons in this lane, like Gitanjali, Lux, this Monoid Trip, like you name it, and we have it. But touchwood, we are one of the top running salons in this lane. All jo bhi yahan par, the other brands, they don't have that kind of business that we are doing. Something is there, something good we are doing now, which is better than any other brand, because we have left them behind and now we are ahead, and we are running our store more successfully than what they are doing. So something is there which we are doing better than them. So I would like to say that it is not the time that matters. It is the kind of expertise, the kind of experience, the kind of personal touch you give to your business. So that takes you, to heights. So me and my husband, we that the kind of personal touch we give to our salon, the kind of time we give to our salon, that is the main reason for our success, and that is the main reason we are giving tough competition to already existing brands. So we have very high hopes that with time we will prove ourselves better than any of the existing brands.
Great. Smita ji, can we have a discussion about the investment financials, and what kind of returns and what kind of benefits the investor will get from the brand side, please?
See, me and my husband, we work on two levels. I make the plans and he does the execution. And he was someone who handles all the financials. So I am more into, day-to-day work and planning, and what is the future, and what should we be doing in the future for the betterment of the brand. So the plans are mine, and the execution and the financials are handled by Mr. Vikram. So more than me, I think Vikram will be able to guide you better on the financials. So I think he is joining, and he will be guiding you ahead with the financials.
We have Mr. Vikram here on panel link right now. Welcome, Vikram ji. First of all, I would like to welcome you on the panelist. And you have already started showing us the presentation. So yeah, if you can just run through the presentation for our participants.
Absolutely.
Vikram, can you just introduce yourself first and then we can go ahead with the presentation?
Hello everyone, I'm Vikram this side. Or
Please, can you switch on, can you show the, switch on the camera?
hello everyone. Is the presentation, are you all able to see the presentation?
Very much visible.
Disturbance. This video
जैसे
get paused. Yeah.
मेरी वाइफ ने ऑलरेडी आपको जैसे अभी बताया होगा, ये एक मेरी वाइफ का एक ड्रीम प्रोजेक्ट था जो छोटे से स्टार्ट होते होते आज एक बड़ा हो गया है और अब हम इसको फ्रेंचाइजिंग मॉडल पे ले आए हैं। अगर हम अपनी बात करें, ऑलरेडी जैसे समिता ने अभी बताया, सपोर्ट के लिए जो जो हम सपोर्ट देंगे वो तो उसने ऑलरेडी आपको बता ही दिया। उन बातों को दोबारा रिपीट करके मेरे ख्याल से कोई फायदा नहीं है, पर फिर भी मैं एक बार ही बता देता हूँ। इस स्टोर पे हम हर तरह की सर्विस प्रोवाइड करते हैं, फ्रॉम हेयर कलर, हेयर कट्स, ब्यूटी, हेयर स्पास, फेशियल्स, क्लीनअप्स, पेडिक्योर्स, मैनिक्योर्स, all kind of services are being provided by us for all age groups, for males, females,
इनका
kids.
shoulders है, पहले आप वो आप शो कर दो ताकि उनको थोड़ा आइडिया लग जाए कि हमारा स्टोर है क्या। उसके बाद हम बाकी एक्सप्लेन कर सकते हैं।
मैं एक छोटी सी वीडियो दिखा देता हूँ इनको, उससे थोड़ा सा और क्लैरिटी बढ़ जाती है।
If it's taking time, meanwhile, okay, it started, I feel.
These are the few pictures of my store. तो एक आपको एक आइडिया लग जाएगा कि हमारा किस तरह का स्टोर है और हम कैसा लैविशली उसको बनाते हैं और कैसी हम उसमें सर्विस दे रहे हैं।
Can we start with the video?
वीडियो में कुछ प्रॉब्लम हो रही है, इट इज नॉट रनिंग।
No problem. You can just run through the images
Present.
also. आप उनको enlarge करके थोड़ा सा run through कर दीजिए, so
Yeah.
that we have
Yes.
a fair understanding. अगर आप images भी दिखा दोगे, so I think that will.
We can start. We can start with the reception picture and then ground floor and then basement. At least I think 4-5 pictures would be sufficient.
Yeah, very much.
Is this picture visible to all?
Yeah, yeah. This is the reception area.
This is what
After that,
female section.
yeah. Can we see the female section again? Yeah, this is the female section. We have 8 chairs in female section. This is on the ground floor. After that,
Male section.
where is the male section? Yeah. Where is the male? Yeah, this is the male section. Here too, we have 8 chairs. After that,
Shampoo station.
we can't see. Yeah, these are the shampoo stations. Then seating area.
This is the front facade. Makeup
This
room.
all is on the ground floor.
This makeup room.
This is in the basement, the makeup room.
the pedicure section.
And where is the spa room, Vikram? Only spa room and beauty rooms are left. Spa room, beauty room.
The beauty room.
We can't see.
Beauty
Where
room.
is it? Can you enlarge it for us? The beauty room. Is there any problem?
मेरे यहाँ तो it's working.
Neha, can we all see?
See, we can only see the images over there, but
Yeah.
we can run through the presentation because okay, yeah, now
Now it's visible.
Beauty room, we would like to see the beauty room. Yeah, this is the beauty room. We have 3 beauty rooms in the basement area, and this is the front facade. Yeah, we got the idea. Henna? Is it fine? We got the idea, na?
yes, it's very much perfect for everyone to understand the kind of setup we already have.
Yeah. Neha, you are not audible.
Yeah, it's Smita, it's visible, so we can discuss it about
Presentation is visible.
financials.
Yeah.
Vikram, please proceed further for financial support and the investment.
अगर हम support की बात करते हैं, तो as a brand we will support in each and every level of which is required, from a site selection, marketing, digital marketing, offline marketing, online marketing, customer support, providing all the products, merchandising support which has been required for business development, product training, software, operation manual, a CRM, new product developments, constant training of the staff, celebrity endorsements, social media presence, and all requirements which are required for running a salon successfully will be handled by the brand. We are open for pan India, all over India. We are open for franchising. As of now, we are open for FOCO and FOFO both. Primarily, we have 2 models. One is the 3,000 square feet model, which is the bigger version, in which it requires an investment of 1 to 1.25 crores. For the smaller version, it requires an investment of 50 to 55 lakh of rupees.
And the area required is 1,500 square feet.
1,500 square feet. And जो सबसे small version है, उसके लिए 800 square feet of area requirement है, and the investment is something around 30 lakh of rupees. If you talk about the ROI is from 69% to 85%, and the payback period is something around 2 years, 23 months, approximately 2 years is the payback period, and the royalty for the brand is 5% per month. This is the kind of store we want to build, and this was a brief financial what we are offering right now. So we are open to all questions. I have a question. What is the minimum area requirement? Minimum area requirement is from 800 square feet. We are from 800 square feet is the minimum area requirement,
It can go up till 3,000, 3,500,
and
4,000.
above that also.
Yeah.
Okay, Vikram, I have one more question. If someone want to open in a mall or someone want to open only for a male segment, like express, setup, so that is also possible.
Varun, as a brand, we are emphasizing on a unisex salon. But if a client wants specifically for a male salon only, so we can always customize it.
What is the minimum size required for that, Vikram?
A minimum size can be between 600 to 800 square feet. If we are only targeting a male clientage.
Sounds good. Okay, so that can be customized in a chaos
Absolutely,
format
we can
or in a
customize it.
small shop kind of.
Absolutely.
Okay, okay.
So I have something to ask. I would want you to please tell us about the expansion cities.
Expansion cities, if we are talking about, we are, as I told you earlier, we are open for pan-India places. If you talk about North, Delhi NCR, Chandigarh, Amritsar, Ludhiana, Jaipur, Alwar.
Punjab, majorly Punjab, then Rajasthan and South India as well.
So we are open for pan-India.
Yeah.
And what are the criteria to finalizing a place for salon opening?
Ma'am, the criteria can be many. There is no one single criteria which I can tell you. From,
But
if you talk about first and foremost, it should be located in such a place where you have a large number of footfall. Like it can be a market, it can be a high street market, as well as it can be a mall. So in places where there is a more number of people who are visiting that place, so automatically the footfall increases and automatically the business increases.
Do you help in finalizing or identifying the location to the investors?
We do help. We do help.
Okay. And what kind of marketing support you're providing?
As I told you earlier, we are providing both digital marketing support, which is done online and offline. In terms of offline, when we are talking about from pamphlets, from newspaper, radio, TV, that kind of marketing. And if we are talking about digital marketing, all social media handles, Google, Facebook, Instagram, that kind of marketing is being done by us.
But the marketing support you're providing on national level. If I'm not wrong, it is not on the basis of the cities or the locations wherein the
as a brand, we are doing it on national level. But if you're talking about a franchisee store, then it will be done on that local level.
Okay.
Here, there is a difference between others and us. We are doing for the other major brands in the country, what they are doing for a brand building. They're just doing for the brand, but they are not concerned about the local stores. But we are doing for both. We are doing for the local stores as well as for the brand also.
Fair enough, I think. It's perfect.
Vikram, I have a major concern. Most of the time ऐसा होता है, builders की property होती है, तो builders ने जो property build की होती है वो run नहीं होती, वो empty होती है. तो builder को concern होता है कि मेरी property success हो, उसमें कोई brand establish हो, उसके बाद वो उसको sold out कर सके, sell कर सके. बिल्डर हो या कोई प्रॉपर्टी ओनर हो, मेजरली वो इस बिजनेस में इन्वॉल्व नहीं हो सकते बिकॉज उनको इसकी एक्सपर्टीज नहीं पता. तो उस केस में आपका एक मॉडल होता है फ्रेंचाइजी ओन कंपनी ऑपरेटेड. तो उसमें आप कैसे कवर कर सकते हैं? क्या उसमें आप रेंट भी देते हैं पर्टिकुलर बिल्डर को, या उसमें कुछ आप रेवेन्यू शेयर परसेंटेज भी देते हैं? हाउ इट वर्क्स, कैसे कर सकते हैं? बिकॉज मोस्ट ऑफ द पीपल वांट टू गो बट वो कर नहीं सकते, उनकी एक्सपर्टीज नहीं है इसको सक्सेस करने की. हाउ यू हेल्प, कैसे हेल्प करेंगे आप, क्या मदद करेंगे?
वरुण, हम दोनों मॉडल्स के लिए ओपन है, फोको के लिए भी और फोफो के लिए भी. अगर जैसे अभी आपने मेरे से पूछा फोको के बारे में, विद इन अ रेडियस ऑफ 250 to 300 kilometers, about दिल्ली एनसीआर के आसपास की अगर हम बात करें तो कंफर्टेबली हम फोको का मॉडल कर सकते हैं, क्योंकि ये 300 किलोमीटर की रेडियस तक कम्यूट करना आसान है, और एक स्टोर को चलाने के लिए उसमें कम्युनिकेशन और कम्यूट करना बहुत जरूरी होता है। तो द स्टोर विल बी जो उसका प्रॉपर्टी ओनर होएगा, he will behave like an angel investor. The property will belong to the angel investor. He will invest in the actually the store को बनाने के लिए जो उसका सेटअप चाहिए, जो इंटीरियर्स के लिए जो इनिशियली स्टोर वो रेडी करके देगा, उसको चलाएंगे हम, उसके डे टू डे फंक्शनिंग हम करेंगे। अपार्ट फ्रॉम जो उसको रेंट तो मंथली मिलेगा, उसको एक प्रॉफिट शेयरिंग का पार्ट भी मिलेगा, जिससे उसकी इनकम जो है वो रेंटल इनकम प्लस एक मिनिमम गारंटी जो अपने कैपिटल लगा रहा है वो भी मिलेगा, प्लस जो टोटल सेल होएगी उसका भी उसको साथ के साथ बेनिफिट मिलेगा।
Great.
That means rent plus
मिनिमम गारंटी
yeah.
और the profit sharing, which one is either higher, whichever is higher.
So it means वो अपना पैसा लगाएंगे, उनको रेंटल मिलेगा, उनकी हेडेक नहीं है, कोई टेंशन नहीं है, आप मैनेज करेंगे स्टोर और आप उनको रिटर्न देंगे।
बिल्कुल।
ग्रेट। सो जो भी ऑडियंस हमें देख रहे हैं या वीडियो ये हमारा सर्कुलेट होगा, तो इफ एनीवन हैव द प्रॉपर्टी, वो चल नहीं रही है, अच्छी प्रॉपर्टी है, तो आप उसके अंदर एंटर करके इन्वेस्टमेंट प्रॉपर्टी ओनर ही करेंगे और आप उनको एक रेंटल और जो रेवेन्यू शेयर आएगा सेल्स में से वो आप उनके साथ शेयर करें।
बिल्कुल।
So
Neha, you have any question?
Yes, I have. That's why I'm coming up on this. So you did mention a very good point by which from day one the ROI gets started, right?
Absolutely.
Whenever it's about the property which is under construction or has recently started, wherein they are going to they're planning to rent it out, and if it is going along with your brand, so you are giving them the facilities wherein they can make money from day one itself. One thing I would want to know, what is the break-even period?
मैम ब्रेक इवन पीरियड की अगर अब बात करूं तो मैंने जितने अभी तक स्टोर कर रहे हैं तो वो पहले मंथ से ही ब्रेक इवन पे आ गए हैं। तो फॉर मी एक्चुअली द ब्रेक इवन मंथ is not more than 1.5 months.
1.5 months.
Absolutely.
Sir,
क्योंकि सर आप मैम एक बात छोटी सी समझिए, मैंने एक स्टोर बना दिया, स्टोर बनाने के बाद एक स्टाइलिस्ट है, अगर वो मेरी प्रॉपर एक हाई स्ट्रीट बढ़िया मार्केट में है या एक बढ़िया मॉल में है तो फुटफॉल तो आएगा ही आएगा। उसके बाद जब मैं उसको एक प्रॉपर मार्केटिंग का सपोर्ट के लिए बूस्ट के लिए दे रहा हूँ तो फुटफॉल की तो कोई दिक्कत ही नहीं होनी। और हेयर ग्रूमिंग और ब्यूटी सर्विस तो ऐसी है जो एवरी इंडिविजुअल की नीड है। आज एक मेल हो या फीमेल हो, once in a month तो जाना ही जाना है उसने।
Very much understood, but I'm little concerned about the statement you have given recently related to the break-even period. But I'm sure because at your current salon you are getting really good response, and the kind of business you are having at present, I'm sure you are getting really good ROI. And the kind of concept you have shared here is again it's a wonderful concept you are coming up with. There are a few things which I want to ask about. Like, are there any hidden cost apart from what you has been specified in your presentation?
Apart from a 5% royalty, there is no hidden cost.
Okay. Or could you specify any prevalent market threats, if any, available related to your brand?
Neha, I would like to say something.
Yeah, please.
The confidence behind that break-even point is that we opened our store in Corona Corona period, and touchwood, we were on break-even point in our very first month we started the salon. So we are telling this, and we are sure about this because we have experienced it and we have done it already. So with the kind of marketing we do and the kind of stylist we keep, the kind of location we choose, we are very much confident that we will be on break-even point. If not in a month, within a couple of months, we will be there.
I'm sure that's why even I didn't mention that the current scenario or the current salon you have in Delhi. It's anyways in NCR. It's anyways working really good, and the kind of ROI you're getting from that is wonderful. So I must say,
Yeah.
yes, break-even period is not a time-taking procedure in terms of salon services specifically into your brands. But yes, as you have mentioned that you have already gone through with the procedure and you have done it personally. So yes, I mean, it's possible for others
Yeah.
as well. Okay.
Yes.
One thing I would want to know, since we were talking about the franchise opening and the investor parts, one thing which I want to know, what about the recruitment? Do you provide kind of help in hiring the employees, or you provide the training to the employees to maintain the SOPs?
Both.
So
We'll
we
be
do
providing, yeah, we will be providing highly qualified, highly experienced staff, and we will be, giving regular trainings to all our staff members. So
Okay.
that will be done on regular intervals.
And what exactly we do in research and development, because we have to be up to date related. We are talking about salon services, so I'm sure we have to be up to date related to fashion, makeup, and other things. So what exactly we are doing into R&D?
Ma'am, if you
Keep
talk about
ourselves up to date.
ma'am, if you talk about R&D,
Yeah.
every company is coming with new products to keep in with the upcoming trends in the market. So we have already at national level we have contacts and tie-ups with all the leading brands in the country who are providing the products. तो जो प्रोडक्ट बनाने वाली कंपनियां जब उनके साथ हमारा ऑलरेडी टाई अप है, तो मार्केट में जैसे कोई नई सर्विस आती है या नया प्रोडक्ट आता है, तो ऑलरेडी हमारे पास इंफॉर्मेशन आ जाती है। उन कंपनियों की तरफ से वो ट्रेनिंग प्रोवाइड की जाती है। उस ट्रेनिंग में जो प्रोडक्ट्स बढ़िया होते हैं वो हम अपने सैलून में ऑलरेडी इंट्रोड्यूस कर देते हैं। तो एज अ फ्रेंचाइजी लेवल भी जैसे हम अपने कंपनी ऑपरेटेड स्टोर पे नई नई चीजें ऐड करते रहते हैं, वैसे ही फ्रेंचाइजी लेवल पे भी नई नई चीजें और रेगुलर अपडेट्स होते रहेंगे।
Correct. And since you have mentioned about the updates related to new products and all, I would want you to just put some light or tell our participants about the products they are going to get, because I remember that once you told that you do have tie-ups on national level with the brands. So it would be better if you can tell or just give a more information related to the product. Yeah.
If you talk about color, we are affiliated for L'Oreal, Vela, Shosco for colors. These are the 3 leading brands, international brands, जिनके लिए हमारा नेशनल लेवल पे टाई अप है ऑलरेडी। इसके अलावा मोरफोर्स एक और कलर की ब्रांड है जिसका अब नेशनल लेवल पे मेरा कल ही टाई अप हुआ है।
Great.
इसके अलावा अगर हम ब्यूटी सर्विसेज की बात करें, O3, कैंपिकी, डर्मोलॉजिका, इल्सी, इन सब कंपनियों के साथ मेरा नेशनल लेवल का ऑलरेडी टाई अप है। अगर हम मेकअप की बात करें तो पैक,
We use all high-end brands.
इन सब के साथ हमारा नेशनल लेवल का टाई अप्स है। तो जो हमने जब नेशनल लेवल का इनके साथ टाई अप किया है, तो ईच एंड एवरी स्टोर जो ऑल ओवर इंडिया कहीं पे भी खुलता है, उन सब पे ये सारे प्रोडक्ट्स अवेलेबल होंगे। और ये सारे के सारे प्रोडक्ट्स जो भी हमने नाम लिए हैं, ये सारे के सारे इंटरनेशनली अफ्लेंट प्रोडक्ट्स हैं। तो ये इसमें कहीं से वो नहीं है कि मैं कोई लोकल प्रोडक्ट या कोई ऐसा यूज कर रहा हूँ और जिसके बारे में मार्केट में अवेलेबल लोग अवेयर ही ना हो। मैं उन प्रोडक्ट्स की बात कर रहा हूँ जो वर्ल्ड वाइड आप कहीं पे भी चले जाओगे वो प्रोडक्ट्स आपको मिलेंगे।
Correct. So that means the authenticity of products is anyways getting assured from your side as well as brand side.
मैम ऐसा है, अगर एक सैलून में नेम बोर्ड के बाद कोई चीज क्लाइंट देखता है तो वो प्रोडक्ट्स देखते हैं जो अंदर अवेलेबल है। आज आप एक स्टोर पे जा रहे हो, बी स्टोर पे जा रहे हो, सी स्टोर पे जा रहे हो, आपके दिमाग में है कि मेरे को अगर लॉरियल का कलर कराना है, तो आप स्टोर के अंदर जाने के बाद पहले आप वो देखोगे कि आपके पास वो चीज प्रोडक्ट है या नहीं है। अगर आपको वो प्रोडक्ट दिख जाता है तो अपने आप आपका उस ब्रांड पे कॉन्फिडेंस बिल्डअप हो जाता है। सेम इज विद कलर, सेम इज विद ब्यूटी प्रोडक्ट्स।
Perfect. I mean, it's true because people who are anyways taking the services, they always focus on the products, which is very much important. First is the salon, obviously, because of the feedback and the reviews they we get or the kind of service we are getting. And if you want to try any new salon, in that case, we go for the review. And second is the product, which is the main requirement or the, the key thing which plays a very important role after
Absolutely.
the name of the salon.
See, in salon industry, service, the kind of service you provide and the kind of products you use. These are the two important things which builds up a brand and which works for the brand. If the products are not, usme brands nahi hai ya local hai, then you can't say it's a luxury salon or it's a brand. Then it's as good as a local salon. So when you work with all high-end brands and when you have affiliation of all the big brands, then you can say that it's a luxury salon, or you have maintained some brand value. So that is very, very important to run a luxury salon or maybe a branded salon.
Definitely. One thing more I would want to ask you, since you mentioned about the training part, because you said that you're going to help in the recruitment to the investors, and you're providing the training also.
Yeah.
So how you're going to provide training? You are calling them to your own salon and then providing the training, or you are providing them training online basis, or also are you charging? Do you have any charges or any cost is involved to providing the training?
The training will be done both ways, मतलब always, मतलब offline training, online training, local store पे training, हमारे head office में training. All trainings will be provided. Depends उस product की किस हिसाब से training है और वो कितनी उस training को देने के लिए कितनी expertise चाहिए. अगर एक छोटी सी ट्रेनिंग है जो सिर्फ ऑनलाइन पॉसिबल है तो वो ऑनलाइन दी जाएगी. ऐसी ट्रेनिंग जिसमें कंपनी का एग्जीक्यूटिव जाके उस स्टोर पे दे सकता है तो वहां पे दी जाएगी. कोई ऐसी टेक्निकल ट्रेनिंग है जिसके लिए स्टाफ को बुलाना पड़ेगा अपने हेड ऑफिस, तो वो भी किया जाएगा. एज पर जैसी रिक्वायरमेंट होगी वैसी ट्रेनिंग दी जाएगी, डिपेंडिंग ऑन द प्रोडक्ट.
Fair enough. Thank you so much, Vikramji. Thank you, Samita ji. You have briefed in so much in detail. I think the participants who are there who are already listening to you, they have got to know almost everything related to the franchisee, details they require to start something related to salon industry. So the model you are working or you are giving as an opportunity of anyways wonderful, because there are models available in which you are providing the ROI from day one. And we already have live successful salon available for an example, which has been said by you. So I think there is nothing related to doubt also. So thank you so much for your time. Thanks a lot.
Thank
it was
you,
really
Neha.
wonderful to be here with you and getting an understanding related to your brand. Thanks a lot.
Thank you so much. Thank you all.
Thank you, Vikram.
very
Thank you,
much.
Sumita. Thank you, Neha. And if any investor have any query, I'm there to, meet you. I'm there to connect you and support you for further progress for Hair Sage. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Varun. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye all.
Bye. Thank you. So with this, I would like to take this forward. And our next brand we have is Red Schoolhouse, which is a Singapore-based leading preschool education institution dedicated to nurturing young minds and providing a strong foundation for children's early age. It's a 20 years old brand into educations, and we have Mr. Tushar heading this brand to our company. I would like to first of all welcome Mr. Tushar on our panel link. And I would
Thank you very much. Thank you. I appreciate it. Thank you very much.
Want to request him to please share the details related to the brand itself and the business opportunities, franchise opportunities we have in India related to this brand for all of you. Over to you, Tushar.
Thank you very much. So good evening, everyone. My name is Tushar. I'm the Vice President with the Envision Brands. I look after this particular brand, which is the Red Schoolhouse. It's a Singapore-based preschool chain as well as daycare. As Neha has already mentioned, it is 20 years old. This was started by our founder called Rachel Go. We work fairly closely with her, and as Envision Brands, it's a sister brand of Franchise India. We have taken the master franchisee of this particular brand. Now, let me just take you through a couple of slides that I've prepared for this presentation. I'm not going to take much time of yours, maybe 15-20 minutes maximum. And if you have any questions post that, I'll be more than happy to answer them. Okay. So Red Schoolhouse, as Neha had already mentioned, it is a 20-year-old brand started by Rachel Go. It is one of the Singapore's leading preschool brand. It's got 3 branches in Singapore. It's got multiple branches in China and Vietnam, and now with us, they are launching in India as well. We are already in process of finalizing a few areas. We are in the process of making sure that we are one of the leading preschools in India at this point in time. We are competing with, say, maybe Pathways or GDU in Kalapati. So they are our biggest competitors in terms of the kind of education that they provide, as well as the curriculum that they have. So we are competing with them. So Red School House has it's a premium brand. They've got their own philosophy. They've got their own vision and mission statements as well. Their philosophy, as they believe in it, settling the heart and defining a child. That's their philosophy. And their vision and mission you can actually see right here on the screen itself. I'll give you a minute to go through that. We'll move forward after that. Now, every school or an institution would need to have certain core values, right? Even we studied in multiple schools and they had their own values, they had their own value chains. The teachers taught us those values, and we make sure that we still follow those values. So every school would need to have certain set of preachings and values that are given to, they're imparted to the students. And it is absolutely the same with Envision Brands and the Red School House as we come together with our core values. That's Rachel Go. She's our founder. She's the founder of the Red School House. All the 3 branches she opened herself in Singapore, and then they moved on to China and Vietnam, and now they're coming to India. She started this particular school in 2004, so we are actually entering the 20th year of the 20th anniversary of this particular school. Now they follow a certain curriculum. We'll talk about the curriculum later, but at this point in time, their curriculum is it's very focused on children and their development. We'll talk about that now. And apparently, Rachel is very excited about opening her first couple of schools in India. So we are looking forward for you to actually help us with that. Okay, as I mentioned, we have attention to detail when it comes to Red School House. This is one of the things that we look at when it comes to this particular brand. So attention to detail. When we say that, we are talking about students itself. The teacher to student ratio is fairly less. When I say that, I'm talking about one teacher every 12 students. So that's where we focus more on students. And you have more and more teachers giving attention to all the students there at the schools. The approach, I mentioned something about the curriculum earlier. We're talking about a holistic approach here. Now, Singapore preschools are very different from the Indian preschools. Indian preschools are mushrooming everywhere, and they don't have a set curriculum or a pattern. They would have activities for children, but they do not have an outcome as such. However, at the Red School House, we make sure that we have the curriculum in place, we have the lesson plans in place, we have all the timelines, all the activities mentioned with the teacher manuals and the student manuals given to all our franchisees. They follow this curriculum called the SPICE, which is a Singapore-based curriculum for preschools. It is primarily to do with making sure that our children are better with their social emotional quotient, their physical quotient, their intellectual quotient, the creative quotient, as well as the emotional quotient. So that makes the SPICE right there. So these are the 5 areas that we focus on as the Red School House. Now, as I mentioned earlier, curriculum-wise, yes, we follow certain curriculum to make sure that we have ample focus given to all the students. The in-house as well as the out-school activities are performed. I mentioned that it's a daycare as well. So the school, after the school timings. So for example, maybe after 2 p.m., if some student would want to stay back, or their parents are actually working somewhere and they would want their child to be there at the school, so we provide that facility as well to our children there. couple of things that we need to understand, that as a preschool, we do not only look at important theory or theoretical education. We need to make sure that our children are well versed with multiple things. Say maybe a creativity, opening their hearts, opening their minds when they're actually in the classrooms. Hence, the curriculum is designed in a way, in a manner wherein the students are actually getting into a lot of activities, a lot of games. They're playing a lot of games and they're learning at the same time. We do not believe in imparting them only audio or visual learning. We also try imparting them kinesthetic learning, which is learning by doing things. Yeah. Not only in the class, it is very important for our children to actually go out in the go out of their comfort zone of their schools and get involved in multiple activities. That's exactly what is mentioned in the curriculum as well, and we follow that rigorously. A lot of activities are conducted for our children, and it can be anything. So for example, on the screen you would see you have the monthly field trip, you have the phonics on all levels, you have collaboration with National Library to instill the love with books. So we take them to the libraries, different libraries here. We have the reading bee competition, we have the code tracker. So this is when we talk about reading as well as computers. Overnight leadership camps, we have cooking and baking, gardening, mission and charity programs, and they are very active with the last one, which is the charity program. They actually donate a lot of their old books to students in Cambodia and other places. So this is what the education model looks like. What we need to focus on is the SPICE education, like I mentioned earlier. So we're talking about this SPICE curriculum is primarily to give more information to the students about the social aspects, the social emotional aspects, the physical aspects, which is more of exercising, the intellectual bit, which would make our children better leaders in the future, their creative aspects, and their emotional quotient as well. So we work on all these five parameters on a regular basis. Now we have a couple of learning partners as well. When we talk about learning partners, it is very important for any preschool. Now, I'll start with the Indian preschool chains. We do not have any. We would have franchisees, we would have affiliations, but we do not have a set curriculum. We do not have any. So whatever a teacher would want to impart in the school, that happens as per her own lesson plan, and she would create her own lesson plan and then impart. But here, everything is given by our learning partners itself. So all the curriculum, everything is devised by a learning partner. So you have, for example, Singapore University of Technology and Design. You have National Institute of Education Singapore. This is a government body that takes care of the curriculum part. Then you have Ready Steady Go Kids that will take care of the activities. Then you have Little Musician. You have Art for Good, and there are multiple learning partners that are there. So these partners would help us overall in terms of making sure that whatever is imparted in the classrooms is has an outcome at the end of the year, and outcome a positive outcome, that is. And Singapore being the leading place for education, we know for a fact that the curriculum and the lesson plan that is already provided by the brand itself, Red School House, is going to be absolutely amazing. It is a very good curriculum. Now the school has actually won a lot of awards, 27 in total, but we have just shown 3 on this page. I have the link right here. I'll probably share this presentation with Neha, and she would be able to send it across to you if you would be interested in this particular school. You can see the awards. They've got a lot of awards that they've gotten from 2013 onwards, and they've been getting it regularly. They've just gotten the Best Preschool Award as well in 2023 for 2023 and 2024 session. I mentioned about the presence. So the presence is in 4 countries now. They started with Singapore. They have 3 branches in Singapore. They moved on to China and Vietnam and opened multiple branches there. And now they're moving to India with us. Those are my details. So I'm just going to close this. Just give me a second. Let's talk about money now. It is very important for us to understand as to what kind of commercials would go into opening a school. If you have a bare shell property, for example, you would need, your investment would be somewhere close to 40 to 45 lakh rupees. Or if you already have a property which has been used somewhere or the other in terms of for an educational purpose, then your investment would be somewhere close to 20 lakhs to 25 lakhs, around that range. This includes the franchise fee as well, which is 10 lakh rupees plus the GST. So that makes it around 11 lakhs 80,000 rupees. That is your franchise fee for 5 years. But we do the renewal of the contract every 5 years, and this is basically you don't have to pay anything extra after every 5 years. So it's going to be a 15-year fee, logically, what you will be paying. We provide you with 360-degree support. When I talk about that, I'm talking about from marketing, your digital marketing, to hiring your teachers, to training your teachers, to making sure that you have all the curriculum, the branding, the lesson plans, the teacher manuals, the student kits. The student kits come from Singapore, so we take care of that as well. So there are a lot of things that we do for our franchisees. At this point in time, we are looking at area franchisees and unit franchisees. And yes, that's that. If you have any questions, I'll be more than happy to answer them right now.
Thank you so much, Tushar. Very well explained. That was a wonderful platform in the and the brand itself. So I have a question which I want to take up. There is someone asked, how much is the per student fee for nursery class?
Great question. Great question. So we have 4 classes here. So we have so we have the playgroup. We have nursery. We have K1 and K2, which is basically KG1 and KG2. We have 4 years of education plus the daycare. It's a premium brand, so we are looking at premium. The location has to be very, very premium. We are looking at the fee structure between $150 to $180 per month. So that comes close to 12,000 to 15,000 rupees every month. So this being a very, very premium brand of school, it is important for us to to make sure that the location is so perfect. So, for example, near corporates, near societies that are a little in a posher area. We are looking at societies wherein wherein a lot of people are actually going to work, but they don't have any place to actually keep their children behind, and that's where this daycare can help you out. So yeah, the fee structure as you asked, that will be between 12,000 to 15,000 rupees, depending on what class the child is in.
Correct. So basically, this brand is there to, prepare a base for a child who's going to start their school. So preschool is something which is very much important nowadays, and it's been few years that every child is going to preschool. So now as we are coming up with the brands who are already there, as long as it's about education. So educational universities which are there in other countries are coming into India. That means there is a scope, and people don't want now. Earlier we used to, the people used to send their kids after a certain age or a certain standard to other countries to, get their studies done, basically to prepare their base and get a good career opportunities. But now what happening is that universities are coming into the India. So this Red School itself is a kind of platform wherein you are providing or you are giving a platform to the parents and the people to get their child preparing that base initially from day one itself. So they don't need to go out, or they don't need to think or plan that after a certain age or certain standard they'll have to send their kid to some other country or some other place to get that kind of education. So you can start this from day one itself. So wonderful concept it is. I would want to know the kind of support you are providing. You did mention that you're going to provide the training to the employees or the teachers who are going to provide the training or the teaching to the students. So what kind of training you're going to provide them? Is there any set standard trainings available with you online or offline mode which are to be provided to them? Because as it is a Singapore based brand, so I'm sure that the trainings and the curriculum and everything is there only on Singapore based standards. So how you're providing the training, that's what I want to know.
Absolutely. So the training usually happens online. Yes, we recruit the teachers. Yes, we train the teachers, and the training happens from the brand itself. So the teachers from our Singapore branches would be training the teachers here. They have certain requirements when in terms of recruiting. That's where we come in and we help our investors to actually make sure that they have the best possible teachers with them. We make sure that the teachers are hired and they are according as per the instructions given by the brand itself. They are very stringent about very stringent about the quality of the teachers, as well as what kind of curriculum is being followed in the schools. So they do not like to deviate. It's not like India, wherein the teachers can actually go ahead and do activities which are fairly random and decide on an outcome later. Here, everything is pre-planned. So every activity, everything is pre-planned and is happening in the schools according to the curriculum itself. Uh, the teachers are also provided with the training manual, so they do not deviate. So hence, we need to make sure that our teachers understand it fully as to how to go about with the curriculum, how to go about with the lesson plan, and what kind of activities would they need to conduct for what particular outcome. So we have gone till the detail, and that's very very important for the brand itself.
I'm sure, and that's how they are maintaining. They are going to maintain the standard of the study and the SOPs.
Yes.
There is one more question being asked by Ashwini.
Yes.
Can you share some images of existing school, or do also we have already school available in India anywhere?
I just have to say one thing to Ashwini. Ashwini, you can actually type in, you can Google Red School House Singapore. You would see the images of all the 3 branches that are there. Plus, we are starting with the portal, the Indian website as well, very very soon. What was the second question, Neha? I didn't.
Yeah, do we have already existing school available in India?
Yes, we do not have an existing school, but we are in the process of finalizing something very very soon. So we are talking about maybe 15 days from now. We are almost at the last stage. So we already have a school that is going to open in Gurgaon. We have one school opening in Dehradun and one school opening in Calcutta very very soon.
That's great. That's great.
Yes.
So okay, that's very well explained. There is one more question I would want to know.
Please.
What are your criteria to finalizing the location? So as you did mention that we can go either at the places where corporates are there, or
Yes.
some areas which are little posh or
Little
top
elite. Yes.
yes.
You
Areas.
you've answered the question yourself. So we are looking at
Yes.
areas which are a little elite, a little posher, wherein people have the spending capacity. Where, let's not say a posh area, but where people have the spending capacity. We do not want to open a school wherein they don't have the capacity, and we actually open the school and we do not get the students because the fact that the fees are so high.
That's true. That's true.
They think that the fees are so high, but what we would want is we would want to give the best education to the children and accordingly charge for it as well. So the royalty that as a master franchise, I have to talk about the royalty. The royalty we charge would be 10%, but that is only on the tuition fee and nothing else. There's no royalty on the registration, on the admission fee, or the daycare. There's no royalty on that at all. We only charge the royalty on the tuition fee itself.
Okay, so as you did mention about the areas, the localities we can open the school.
Yep.
So what all are the cities there with your brand for the expansion?
So we are looking at in the first phase we are looking at tier 1 cities. As I mentioned that we are opening one in Gurgaon. We have one coming up in September, that is in Dehradun, and in October we are coming up with the school in Kolkata. Sorry. So we are looking at the tier A cities at this point in time, but we'll be more than happy to actually move into tier B cities as well. Only in the areas wherein the parents would have the spending capacity. We are okay with any area, but we need to see as to the unit franchise or the area franchise is getting enough business. You do not want to start a business and then regret the fact that, you know what, that was the wrong decision. So we do not want to give you any wrong information to start with, and that is exactly what we're going to do.
Yeah, agreed.
Yeah.
Okay, there is one last question I would want to take up actually. So what are models we are into?
Models in the sense
Model
we're talking
is
about
like-
the franchisee models. There's only one model we have, which is FOFO. It is franchisee owned and franchisee operated. However, we make sure, as I mentioned earlier as well, we provide 360-degree support, so you don't need to feel alone. We make sure that you are given ample support in terms of marketing, in terms of even the vendors for your computers or for your laptops, for your furniture, for your branding. for your marketing, for your local marketing as well. We provide you with the vendors. The capex and opex is basically the responsibility of the franchisee itself. However, rest of the support from the teacher recruitment to teacher training, marketing, the digital marketing of the brand, to make sure that you have all the support in terms of the curriculum, the lesson plans, the teacher manuals, everything is provided by us.
Perfect. Thank you so much. Very well explained, Tushar. Thank you so much for your time. So
Thank you
I
very much,
think
Neha.
the participants who are there, they understand this thing. This is the future we are talking about right now, and it is anyways coming up in market in a very major level, because it's the education which is coming from other countries, from abroad, and we always plan to go abroad, whether it's me or you or your kids or your relatives. So we do have people in our family all over India. They are either planning to go abroad, or they're already in abroad, or the parents who are planning their kids to send abroad to make their career perfect, or the growth which they want to see into their career. But now we can do everything sitting here in India itself, because
Here in India as well, yes.
the kind of amount we are spending anyways, to send our people into the other countries to get the similar kind of education can be done here in less than half of the cost.
Maybe
So
less,
yes,
maybe less
you
than
can.
that as well.
Yes. So yes, you can definitely go ahead with the same. And if you have any queries, any question, you can directly get in touch with us. Thank you, Tushar. Thanks a lot for your time.
Thank you very much for your time as well. I really appreciate all the attendees here. And if they have any other questions, they can connect with me. Neha might want to just put in my number there. You can connect with me directly. Thank you very much for your time. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Tushar. So thank you so much for your time. And I believe that the brand details and insights here will greatly benefit you all to choose the right option for your business plan. Again, I would like to give you a reminder to open this link, which I have already shared in the chat box, and register yourself to India's biggest business expo coming up on 15th and 16th July at Priti Maidan, Delhi. I'm sure you never want to miss this opportunity to meet all the brands under one roof, because trust me, you're not going to get this again, at least not in this year, because this is going to come up again in next year. So you'll have to wait for one more year. So you're not going to miss this chance for sure. So if you have any questions which have not been answered, so we try to cover all the questions today, and the questions were not so much. So yes, I think I have covered almost all the questions. But since if in any case you still have some questions, some queries, you can anyways get in touch with us. We plan to get back to you within the next day or two. Also, you will receive an email after this webinar from my email ID on your registered email ID just after this webinar only. So I request you to please share your queries and your feedbacks. You can, if you don't have any query, you can share the feedback also. And you can write back to us on my email ID. You can write to us on our registered mail ID, which is feedback@franchiseindia.in. You can call us on our hotline number, which is 9717683838. And you can drop me a WhatsApp on my number, which is 8800493728. Thank you so much, everyone.